it's game time. I'm on one, like it's Kelly and I'm Bay-bound. Treat the greatest competition like the playground. Freestyling, J-spin and make them say wow. Then I beat the brakes off until I'm stay down. Became a king from a common man, and I turned my worst critics to my staunchest fans and worked at it until the world was believing. They gave them no choice but to see it. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time. They say the greats always aim high and still stay grounded at the same time. And so they see a sky native with the hang time. That's why ain't no one can see us when it's game time.
Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice tracing on my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you, you break me, holding our love and chains of gold. I break you, you break me, holding our love and chains of gold. Frozen in my dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us whole, maybe. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you, you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you, you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I've got you hanging on my words. Taste so sweet even when they hurt. You wanna feel, wanna fall in love, wanna give it all up, but you don't want to lose your control. Are we playing this game? Are we playing this game? Are you too afraid?
in your heart, but in your mind. Are we playing this game? Are we playing this game? Are you too afraid, or are you giving in? Let the games begin, 'cause I play to win. Cause I play to win. Took me down, had me feeling alone. So long, darling. Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, I'm in, darling. I finally see what I need to be free. Far from what I was led to believe. No holding back, I've made up my mind. Seeing what's next, I'm not sure what I'll find. Holding the key firmly in my hands. I'm looking forward, I know where I stand. And this is it, I've nothing to lose. Now is the right time, I'm making my move.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Audley. I'm joined here with Blade. Blade, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic. I've had a great week, oddly. How about yourself?
Well, not too bad, not too bad. Definitely enjoying myself here on my Friday night. And even better that I'm excited to watch some Penguins versus Hydras action in the Expert League. We have a really interesting matchup here, and I think you know why, Blade. Can you tell me why it's interesting?
Yeah, the Penguins coming into this matchup with a 7-1 record. That one being to this Hydras team, who is sitting at a 4-4 record. So with those numbers, it looks like the Penguins should have this, but they've lost to this Hydras team before. It's not out of the question that it could happen tonight again.
Oh yeah, that's exactly it. Definitely interesting stats that the only loss the Penguins have so far is by this Hydras team. As we have a rematch coming up here, I think we'll let the teams join up and we'll get into game number one. Again, I'm really interested to see how the teams play here. The loss that the Penguins got was mid-season. I believe it was week 4
Yes.
from the Hydras team. So definitely interested to see how the Penguins have bounced back after this that loss that they had. I mean, it seems like they've been doing completely fine.
Sorry, just
Um,
trying to get the players into the lobby right now.
yeah, no problem. But yeah, again, the Penguins outside of the one blemish from this Hydras team have been pretty much dominating uh this this season so far. And as we get into game number 1.
Yeah, we have, excuse me, we have for the Penguins, we have Busy and Cyborg Ted, and for the Hydras, we have Mopal and Fragrance. Mopal with it in the corner here, taken away by Cyborg Ted, bringing it up the side. Oh, both Hydras are demoed. This is a free shot on goal there for Busy, and he puts it away, giving the Penguins an early lead.
Yeah, just like that, I look up in the top right corner, and both the Hydras are just disappeared, just deleted from the game. leaving the net wide open. And we have a first goal in the series so far.
Yeah, real quick one, and it's hard to stop a ball when you're not even spawned onto the field. As Fragrance has it here, looking to make a play on net, met by Cyborg Ted, turning it away. It's up the wall there. Mopal turns back on it, just sits and waits, not being pressed. Busy trying to come up there, doesn't get it around. Almost gets the goal off the dunk there. Fragrance just chasing Cyborg Ted down there in the corner, trying to play it slow. Cyborg with it, up on the backboard. Mopal cuts across and knocks it away. Fragrance trying to send it into the Penguins half here. Busy cuts that down where Mopal catches it at the midfield, trying to bring it towards net. Can't do anything with that. Fragrance trying to keep this ball in and knock Busy off of it, manages to do so. Keeping it up on the side of the wall, slowing play down again. Being given room by the Penguins here. Takes it in, Cyborg steps up and knocks it away, but Mopal deletes him out of here. But Busy takes it, trying to set up a little air dribble for himself and can't do anything with it. But just been kind of back and forth so far.
Yeah, I really like how the Hydras are playing here, slowing things down, allowing themselves to have a little bit of space. And as we saw, the Penguins were definitely respecting that. Challenging things properly, though, I will say. So, definitely a bit of a feeler out, as it always is, for a lot of these two matches. Mopal has a shot here, gets a good 50.
Yeah, Mopal with it, trying to play it in the midfield. Can't find anything with it. Able to turn with it. Has a second opportunity here. Gets it up over one. Tries to just force that ball down towards the net if he can. And with Fragrance and Busy are up, Busy comes off the better of the two there. Cyborg trying to find the finish here and does muscles that past Mopal. Mopal with a valiant effort trying to get the save there.
Yeah, I will say he did have a really good attempt to try and save that. I will say it wasn't a great 50 from Mopal, but I will say the problem there was Mopal was just way too close, as we saw Fragrance going for a 50 up in the air. It didn't go their way, and essentially the Hydras were punished by that.
Yeah, certainly, and that's all it takes sometimes is those quick little counter-attacking plays. As the Cyborg has it in the midfield here, tries to put it on net. Mopal knocks it to the side, and Fragrance gets rid of Cyborg there, and Mopal with it on the side, met by Busy, deadens the ball there. Fragrance picking it up, has a dribble, gets a flick off. Cyborg Ted gets just enough to send that wide of the Penguins net. Mopal with the air dribble, trying to get it through, knocked off of it. Busy behind him to clear the ball off the line there. Has it in the midfield. It's met by both Hydras there, and the ball ricochets back down into the Penguins' half before it's cleared by Cyborg Ted all the way down for Mopal to catch and sit within his corner here. As he has a dribble here, trying to get a flick off. Busy cutting it off. The Hydras seemingly struggle to just set anything up on offense. This Penguins defense, they're giving them space, but as soon as they get it down into that, as the Hydras get it down into their offensive end, it clamps down, and there's no space, there's no room to create.
Yeah, like I was mentioning, I do like how the Hydras are looking to control the ball more than anything. The key things here is they're keeping the ball on their roof, as Mopal looks for an air dribble here, but Cyborg's there to save things. Or just looking to keep the pressure up, but yeah, like I said, keeping the ball up on top of your car for the Hydras is not really working, because Penguins have great defense so far.
Yeah, they really do. As Cyborg just showing it off again there, finding a good 50 in the midfield. As Busy trying with the follow-up, doesn't get the touch he was looking for there, but Cyborg good there on his rotations, coming back and preventing what could have been an easy goal there. As Busy gets to that before Mopal can, struggling on the read on the backboard there, gets it around him. Busy trying to find it, but Fragrance clears it off the line, and Mopal is deleted there, but Fragrance might have a shot here, and he does.
Excellent shot from Fragrance, noticing how both the teammates from the Penguins were a little bit flabbergasted as Busy got a demo, basically sending Mopal to the Shadow Realm. I was mixing them up for a sec there, but yeah, definitely a heads up play there by Fragrance. We have a 1 goal game with 30 seconds left.
Yeah, as Mopel coming off the sideball here sends it over top of the goal. Mopel still with it, trying to play it off in the corner here. Very low boost. Tries to send a pass in the middle of Fragrance, and that's meant by both of the Penguins trying to do everything they can to clear this ball away from their net. Managed to get it down to the other side where Mopel has it, brings it up in the air here. Does he have it? No, Busy turns it away. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and that ball just needs to drop to give the Penguins their first win of the series. But it is still up here. Mopel with it in the corner, trying to get it centered, and Busy just lets it drop.
I was gonna say down but not out. They were able to send the ball all the way back over to the Penguins side, but it just wasn't a great pass out to center. Or I mean, I should say it was a great pass, but the teammate wasn't there. The last little air dribble that Mopel had with about 5 seconds left was pretty dangerous, but wasn't able to get a great control on it as Penguins take game number 1. How do we feel
Ye-
about that so far?
Oh, I have to say is that the Penguins were by far the better team and clearly looked like the better team for the first 4.5 minutes of that game. And then the Hydras woke up in the last 30 seconds there. That they did not find that second goal, but they started looking dangerous. Uh, I'm not going to necessarily call that goal a fluke. I think that was a just put the ball on net. Sometimes good things happen, and then a good thing happened there. But it seemed to give them a bit of the confidence they needed to just push. They finally were creating opportunities, ending up actually out shooting the Penguins in that game, despite it feeling like that they never really had any offensive chances.
Yeah, I did. I didn't really mind how the Hydras were spending some time in the air. I will say they do have to be very careful, especially when the other teammate is basically going for an air dribble or whatever it may be, and they're up in the air. They don't have a lot of time to recover, and most likely don't have any boost. So as we saw there, they're gonna have to just be careful. Ooh, as I say that,
Ooh.
that was a great pass out, and we have a goal in under 10 seconds.
Yeah, and just the Penguins yet again off to a quick start. Just Busy centering it for Cyborg Ted there, who's able to put it in. Only 7 seconds in, and the Hydras find themselves in a hole yet again. Going to have to recover and play from this position of a deficit, which is where they've been for most of the game. As Mopel gets it down into the Penguins half, sends it around, puts it out front, and Fragrance able to just smack it in to tie this up.
Yeah, just an excellent pass by Mopel coming off for the pinch, and Fragrance is right there to clean things up. You'll love to see it. But as I was saying before, I was cut off there by by the first goal in under 10 seconds was, I think that the Hydras are just gonna have to be careful, making sure they're keeping plenty of distance from each other, right? Making sure they're in position, especially for a pass, just like we saw from Mopel.
Yeah, certainly spacing is going to be very important. These rotations and twos are very crucial. Just any miscommunication leads to you more or less being caught out, no one back, as the
Just like
Hydras
these
bump
two
each other.
plays.
Yeah, really. Yes, the Hydras, everyone's bumping each other. No one knows what's going on, and that ball's 50 down into the Hydras end. Fragrance taking his time coming to get it here, puts it out in front, and Cyborg Ted cuts that off and scores. I I don't know if that's necessarily the play Fragrance was trying to make. I don't think that was the first touch that he wanted.
Yeah, as you saw him get that touch off the wall, you immediately saw the panic as he tried to book his way over the ball. But Cyborg Ted was there and just, it's like, you know what, I'll take the free pass. Why not? Basically clean things up on a silver platter pass from the Hydras. Don't want that back, but that's okay.
Yeah, and those are ones you take when you can get them. As Cyborg Ted again has this ball down. Mopel doesn't find the read there, but Fragrant is able to clean it up. Takes this ball down the side of the field. Cyborg knocking it back into the Hydra's half, giving them possession, telling them to start again. Can't find a play off the wall. Busy puts it towards net. Fragrance able to send it up, but leaves it right in front, and Busy can't find the finish. Oh, waited patiently underneath that ball, trying to put it in, and just could not. As Busy knocking it away again. Hydra's trying to start something on offense here. Mobile twice, trying to come off the wall, not able to find anything. Cyborg Ted getting a demo. Mobile able to come back. Penguins not able to do anything there. Physicality's picking up just a little bit as Fragrance just puts another one on net, and that one's just going to go in as well.
Oh my goodness, Fragrance just puts the ball on net and makes him sweat. As we have a tie game from a shot that just basically went from over half field. Man, I was just talking about how the Penguins are getting the better touches. But Fragrance just, like I said, put that on net. Cyborg was not ready. We have a tie game.
Yeah, again, I don't really want to call it a fluke, but I mean, just the Fragrance, he's just kind of shooting from anywhere at this point. And some of these ones are just, they're finding their way in, and you don't really expect it. As Mobile's going to get the touch on that one, giving the Hydras a lead for the first time this series.
Beautiful touch by Mopel, keeping the heads up play for the miss from both his teammate and the Penguins. That was a tactical whiff from Fragrance, if I've ever seen one. Now the Hydras have their first lead of the series so far.
Yeah, and I mean, almost out of nowhere here, really, the last, what was it? Yeah, the last minute and a half, they managed to put those 3 goals in, give themselves a lead, and now the Penguins are going to have to be the team playing from behind, as the clock is their enemy now and is the friend of the Hydras in this game. As Mobile gets that demo there, busy trying for it from the ceiling, cut off by Fragrance. Mobile pushing this ball down into the Penguins' corner. Cyborg Ted with it, taking it up for an air dribble. Gets it around 1, can't find the finish on it. Mobile able to clear it away. Playing it up off the wall here, trying to send it towards the backboard. Busy intercepts that, knocking it aside. Cyborg Ted trying to corral this ball. Not able to, just push it in front. No boost there. As it bounces out towards the middle. One Hydra's able to get a touch on it, not the one either of them wanted there. Cyborg Ted sending it out. Back to Busy. It looks like the Hydras have finally found a rhythm, as that ball's out in the middle, and I think that's going to be a tie game.
My friend, I think you just jinxed that, as we see the Hydras looking for not the best rotation I've ever seen in doubles, but I think that the thing is, Mobile's definitely speeding up so far, which is good to see, but they're not making the greatest plays, and it's really clear to see, especially as an example, Mobile had a clear air dribble, or could have slowed things down off the wall.
And that's just
in the net. Good shot for Mobile. I'm not trying to. He's listening to me cast right now, and he's saying, "Listen, Audley, look, I make one mistake and you roast me for it. Look at this. I'm gonna put us back up by 1 goal. Mobile, I apologize, my friend. I'm sorry."
Yeah, really nice read off of the pass, tuck in that bottom corner. Didn't necessarily have to get it by anybody, but certainly didn't make it easy if there was anybody to get it. And the Hydras finding the lead again as Fragrance escapes a demo there and knocking it away. Ball out there, he's fairly low boost, but trying to send it into deep into the Penguin zone there as Mobile comes off with it, but Busy got there first.
Yeah, just wanna...
Oh no, yes, please go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, when I was saying not great touches, that ball that Fragrance had, he didn't have a lot of boost, but the thing that he shouldn't have done was played boomer ball and sent it over to the Penguins and give them control. I think they're gonna have to refine that. I know they're in the lead right now, but if they're looking to win the series, they're definitely gonna have to refine that as well. Look at them, proving me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that play that they did, but that play right there, I think that also looked pretty nice as well.
Hey, look, it makes up for it. Beautiful pass from Fragrance.
Yeah, I mean, Hydra's extending that lead, definitely something that they're going to be happy with here. Just that little last bit of breathing room that they were able to take away from the Penguins last game, and Mobile gets the demo there. The Penguins' chances are really running out in this game. Cyborg putting it off the wall there. Busy can't find the shot there. It bounces up, and the clock will hit 0. The ball will drop. The Hydras will take game 2. to even this series up 1.
Much better gameplay from the Hydras there. I will say the goals that the Penguins scored were from mistakes from the Hydras, whereas the goals the Hydras scored were just outplays, in my opinion. Um, you know, as you can see, for example, with the last goal. But if the Hydras are looking to win this series, they're definitely gonna have to fix some of the touches they're playing. I do see them winning with this kind of play style as well. But I'm really interested to see how game number 3 goes.
Yeah, I'd really have to agree with that. It really felt like that the touches that the Hydras were making in this game felt they felt a lot more intentional, a lot more thoughtful. It felt like in game 1 that they were just to a degree, just yeah, sometimes playing that boomer ball, just handing possession away, and the times that they did keep possession in game 1, they slowed it down, but almost slowed it down to a complete standstill, and you can't really play Rocket League that way. And they've found a good middle ground here so far as we head into game 3. I mean, what do the Penguins have to do to that? I mean, they've seen two completely different Hydras teams.
Yeah, I think with I'm bashing the Hydras even though they won. I wouldn't even say bashing. I'd say critiquing. As the Penguins there, they did lose that game. They were playing a bit more refined, but the way the Hydras won that game was they were outplaying and basically playing faster than the Penguins. I think the Penguins have to speed things up a little bit if they're going to be able to take another win off the Hydras.
Ooh, it's the Penguins yet again uh, another early lead for them. 19 seconds in, grabbing this one, busy. Yeah, just cutting off the play there, finding the back of the net.
This is what I'm talking about, right? Fragrance looks for some kind of pinch. I wasn't able to see how much boost he had there, but he looks for some kind of pinch off his own backboard, or his own corner essentially. And you don't really have any control off of that. And basically sent it right out to the Penguins, and they put it right
Ooh.
on net, and it goes in.
Ooh,
Good try though. Good try from the Hydras. A great pass
yes,
from Busy.
yeah, certainly. It looked like Mopel just kind of had himself awkward, and I don't know if they maybe bumped each other in the net there, and Fragrance just he got there, but by the time he got there, there was nothing he could do. And the Penguins in this game, yeah, quick early lead, and they've seemed to find a response, and I don't seem to be bothered by this Hydras team anymore. It's just this quick start is exactly what they need, but they're going to give one up to Mobile there.
Yep, and see, this is what I'm okay with, right? Fragrance, paying attention, making sure that the time he booms the ball into the corner of the Penguins, nobody's there. As Mobile, it just rolls out to him and he cleans things up. We have a 1-goal game, 3 goals in under a minute so far.
Yeah, really, it feels like I had a question that I wanted to ask you, like before that first goal happened, and then the second goal happened, and the third goal happened, and I forgot the question that I wanted to ask at this point, and it's a little
Listen,
upsetting.
I try and go on a ramble here, but that's my mistake because too many things are happening all at once, especially with high-scoring games that we've been having so far.
Look, that's not your fault. That's on the players. They should have known that I wanted to ask you a question and should have waited to score those goals and been a bit more polite, as Mopel was very not polite on that one. Said, give me that ball, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to score now.
Blade, you're totally right, but he really just said, Blade, I don't care. I'm tying things up, and I want Oddly to speak, as he's gonna be able to give us a little recap of the goal. Man, I can't believe he just did that to you.
Yeah, I mean, how rude are these guys? Like, unbelievably is busy with a fantastic air dribble there, cut off by Mopel at the last second. Cyborg Ted, little bounce dribble, can't find anything. Oh, Fragrance with the miss there. Can Busy capitalize on this? Doesn't get a strong touch. Mopel able to turn it away safely. Just a little wide from Cyborg Ted. Had a lot of power on that. Takes a demo, so Ted will be back with 33 boost, but Busy is the one who comes in for that one. Can't find anything more on that. Mopel with a hard clear out there. as it's towards the middle, and everybody just went for that ball, and it ended up being Mopel and Ted who were the victims of that, as the ball just sits there in the Hydra's corner, taken by Busy, sent in front, drops down slowly. It was whiffed. Cyborg Ted keeps finding the backboard, but Busy can find the net.
Look at that unfortunate whiff by Fragrance. I've seen a few of that from him this game. No shade to Fragrance, right? I know it's hard, right? Especially with
Yeah.
playing doubles, and you got to keep the pace up. But sometimes you're playing a little bit quicker than you're able to, I guess, in this case, right?
Yeah,
You
and
whiff it
it's
sometimes.
awkward play. Yeah, it was an awkward ball. I mean, he was right underneath his own net. Ball was more or less over top of him as Fragrance sends a rocket shot towards net, but can't find it there. But
Yeah, that would have been a
those are,
beauty.
oh, it would have been. But yeah, those can be tough balls to play. They're awkward. You panic a little bit, and that was uh what just
Yeah,
what just
not a
happened there?
so again, not a great challenge from Mopel, right? He's flying at the ball, and leaving Fragrance. They were pretty close to each other as well, so there wasn't a really good idea for Mopel to be able to go for that. But not a huge problem, not a huge problem for these guys. Only 2 goals, plenty of time left for this Hydras team.
Oh yeah, certainly. And I mean, they scored five. They scored five last game, and the Penguins have only scored four. So it's not out of the question that they could come back and do this. But Busy puts that one in. Fragrance stretches and meets that on the far side to keep that one out. Cyborg puts another one on. Fragrance there, turning this aside. The defense is strong, but Cyborg gets that shallow angle dunk from right above the crossbar. What a pass in from Busy, and what a great read from Cyborg to just be high enough to sneak that in.
Exactly it. Like I said, I think they're taking some of my advice by speeding things up. 'Cause that whole entire play was snap of the fingers, quick.
Ooh,
And as I say this, Busy just playing quicker and beats the Hydras.
yeah, really, it just sends one in and just it extends this lead. 4 goals, 93 seconds. Not saying that the Hydras are done, but it's a long road ahead, and it seems like this Penguins team is clicking the way that the Hydras team did in game 2 here. Fragrance off the backboard with it, can't find anything. The Penguins suffocating defense has rejoined the lobby here after a little lack of presence in game 2. Busy just looking really like he's trying to just kill time, keep this ball close, and just keep it away from his net. Sends a soft one in the middle. Fragrance knocking it to the side. Yeah, I think that was a play right there that the Penguins are just kind of playing a little bit of keep away right now.
I think that this was kind of my point when oh my goodness, great follow up by Cyborg off the wall, and this was
Yeah.
kind of my point, which is Fragrance not getting in a great touch that Cyborg is just able to capitalize on. And again, they did win game number 2, but this is what they have to crack down on, which is these touches from both of them. Um, if they're looking to win the series, you can definitely take a game off a team like the Penguins, but hey, they're not at the top of the leaderboards for a reason. For no reason. If they know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. Is they almost set up a great passing play there, but could not find a finish. It was interrupted by the Hydras there. Busy sending it up off of the backboard. Can't find the double touch read. Fragrance taking it up, trying to set up his own air dribble here. Setting it up, trying to set it up to the backboard for himself, but can't. Busy sending it off the wall from the ceiling. Does get a touch, just knocks it to the side there. As we come down to 10 seconds left, and that ball is bouncing towards the Hydra's net. Cyborg Ted will find the corner to pop it in again and just cap off a I don't know. It's not a complete barn burner, but I mean, one side's barn was burned. Not so much the others, but
Yeah, exactly. It was only one side is eligible to be charged for arson, as the other is going to be able to get off scot-free. Penguins take game number 3.
Cyborg's had 5 goals
Yeah,
and
I mean, if you look,
15 shots too.
Cyborg himself had more shots than the Hydras did as a team combined.
And Busy tied the Hydra's team combined.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, and again, like this is the thing, right? I'm only casting and giving them some advice if they're looking to take the series, which is looking at game number 3, what went wrong with the Hydras? I think it's just the touches, right? Like I said, quite a few of those goals just were, the mistakes that the Hydras are making, but you did see the Penguins speed up, right? And that's where some of the extra goals came in handy for them.
Yeah, I'd certainly have to agree. Yeah, it did feel like in this game that the Penguins did speed it up, and there were many times it felt like that they scored goals simply because, yeah, they were just faster. They got to the ball first, and and they just kind of dusted the Hydras to some of these balls, and it's it's tough to it's tough to get a touch, even a deflection on some of these if you're just losing it, getting to that ball that late. As Cyborg here picks up his corner boost and tries to do something with it, and it's in the middle for Busy to turn it aside and come off the wall himself here. Fragrance cutting it off in the midfield here. Follow-up touch by Mopel. Just sends a soft one in. Cyborg Ted trying to start an air dribble there, but can't do anything with it. Not punished for it. Busy sending it down. Mopel clearing it away at the last second there. As we've gone back and forth now already a couple times, and Cyborg Ted starting a dribble out front of his own net where it's 50. And Mopel's just going to get that one over the Penguins, and that one's just going to be in.
Beautiful.
Pretty cool
heads-up
time
play by
left.
Mopel. Yeah.
Pretty cool amount of time left, I think.
Listen, I'm a big fan of that number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Look, I'm just making an observation that there's 4 minutes 20 seconds left in this game. That's all.
Listen, Blake, you make a great point. That's all I'm saying. But a great touch by Mopel, making sure that even though he didn't have a lot of boost, pretty sure he actually had 0 boost, but still was able to get a great shot on net, getting it over the Penguins.
Yeah, it's really seemed like that both teams have been, as there was a nice flick there, but off the crossbar from Fragrance. But both of these teams, it feels like that they've kind of been not full on cherry picking all the time, but just cutting off some of these passes that it seems like that the other team is not expecting to get cut off, and they're just these open shots at goal as Cyborg gets a nice block and Busy trying to put one in, but it's little plays like that in the midfield is where it feels like that's what's starting a lot of the production for the scoring for both of these teams.
Exactly. Like I said, great pass coming over here for Busy, but wasn't able to get a great touch on it. He wasn't able to read it well. Misses the ball. Fragrance misses again. I think they're definitely slowing things down while speeding up, and by that I mean not panicking, right?
Ooh, that's rough.
Just an unfortunate attempt for a save, but great shot at net by Cyborg. Good try by Mopel though.
Yeah, you gotta try on that one. I think that ball is in the net anyways, and could he made the save? Sure, but he got a body on the ball, and sometimes it's all you can do. As
exactly.
Fragrance puts it in the middle here. Mopel touching it down, but yeah, tied up at 1, and just the low scoring. Just a lot like game 1, it feels like, but just a different feel to the game, but just more so similar score-wise, that neither team has popped off here. Like as in game 2, we had 5 goals by this point, and 5 goals by this point in game 3 as well, and we only have 2 so far.
Definitely more refined game from both teams. Fragrance coming off the wall here, definitely keeping things closer, which is good. Gets a nice demo. Not a great touch, not a great 50, I should say, but gets a good demo to keep things in the pressure low.
Yeah, Mopel trying to make a play with it, but Fragrance comes over top for him, and Busy sends it up onto the backboard, and that ball's just going to arc around and not be a danger to anybody at all. As the Hydras get it into the Penguins' corner here, Cyborg sending it around, gets some decent power on it, but Fragrance able to cut that off, send it off the backboard. Busy able to make sure that there is no shot attempt there, but the Hydras still maintaining possession here. Cyborg Ted trying to bring it out again, met again by Fragrance there. Mopel getting there before the Penguins did, and trying to get a redirect from Busy there, just a bit wide. And another demo there, a lot of physical play that we're seeing now from the Hydras, as Busy trying to get it out of his corner here, trying to set up something, anything on offense to find a tiebreaker to this game. Has it over. Cyborg can't do anything with it. It's starting to look a little bit more frantic now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's still a one-goal game, which is not a problem for both teams, right? But they're both looking to capitalize here and get the upper hand with under a minute left. Both teams are speeding things up. Cyborg's gonna look to send it over in the left corner, right up for his teammate. As Busy's there, gets it on the crossbar. Opal, just is panicking, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's Busy with it, and he's just going to be able to take that and push that in to give them a 1-goal lead with 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, just an unfortunate play by Mopel. Looking to, not giving Fragrance a lot of space there, and just looking to, kind of throw the ball further down the field, but wasn't able to do that. And Busy controlled things 2-on-1, and now we have a 1-goal game for the Penguins with 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and this is not able to find the touch, and the Penguins extend their lead only 10 seconds later. It is very, very dire for the Hydras. They have 20 seconds left to try to tie this up to rescue this series.
Just an unfortunate last minute for the Hydras there. Definitely played a really good game here in game number 4, but looking to see if they can do something.
Can they get one back here? Ooh, Busy with a great touch to just pinch that away and pop that up. And the best thing that did was kill time, as gets underneath Mopel there. And this one is confirmed for the Penguins now. We're just waiting for the formality of the ball to hit the ground. And the Penguins take game 4 and take the series, both by a scoreline of 3-1.
And just like that, the Penguins, again, I mean, just go up 8-1 on the season by defeating the only team that had beat them previously, clearly showing that they've refined their gameplay. But yeah, I mean, a great series from both teams here, but the key to victory for the Penguins was just making sure that they had the better touches overall, and just making sure that they gave each other plenty of space.
Yeah, certainly, and they were able to do that, and they were able to find goals and be able to close this out. That right there at the end of game 4, that's some solid ice to break that 1-1 tie, get that 2-goal lead with under 30 seconds, and be able to clinch that game, clinch that series, because this, I mean, that was a 4-4, now 4-5 Hydras team, but they gave the Penguins a really good series there. I mean, game 3 was very lopsided for the Penguins, but it was a 2-1 scoreline in game 1, and 2-goal difference in game 4. But I mean, that was a 1-1 tie down to the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, both teams played excellent, and what's actually really nice is we have the Penguins here for a quick interview. We'll hopefully bring them in and asking them a couple questions. Gentlemen, how do you feel after this victory over the Hydras?
I feel pretty great, because that gives us first seed on our side of the bracket for playoffs.
Excellent. Busy, what do you think?
Not too bad. Could have been better.
Oh, could have been better, man. He's beating himself up even though they won. You love to see it, right? Always improving, right?
Always the goal.
That's right. You love to see it. Blade, any questions for this Penguins team?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll follow up on that. You know, could have been better. What do you think could have been better? Like, what parts of this series did you think that you played well, and where do you think uh, you were lacking?
I think in the beginning we were just matching their speeds. Somehow we won the first game, and then the second game they kicked our ass. So then we knew we had to play fast. Faster we play, the more mistakes they make, and it showed in the second or in the third game.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, like I said, I think it was kind of the things I was noticing as well. But yeah, you guys were, getting the better touches, and again, after that second game, we're able to match their speed. Now, is there any teams that you're looking to play for the rest of the season, or any shoutouts?
I mean, I'm looking to play the Hornets because Ant's always got to talk crap. So
Oh shoot!
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Looks like we got a little bit of rivalry. That's okay. Well, gentlemen, any final thoughts at all? I mean, Blade, for yourself?
No, I mean, I have nothing. Both of you played a wonderful game, and it was a wonderful series to both watch and cast.
All right. Thank you guys for stopping by here for a quick interview, and thank you everybody for stopping by for this week 10 of season 5 Expert League matchup. We do have some other games coming up very, very shortly, so make sure you stick with us.
Welcome back to FDL, where tonight we are bringing you some more action. This time coming from our Adept League. I am Debbie, and I'm hosted here tonight in the casting booth by Patty, also known as AKP420_. How are you doing tonight, Patty?
I'm doing fantastic. It's been so long since I've been in this casting booth, and I feel comfortable. I'm ready to cast this match. It's a big match tonight. Some big playoff implications between these Griffins and Unicorns, is it not?
Oh, absolutely. We have the Unicorns who are sitting at 6-2, I believe, and the Griffins sitting at 5-3. So if the Griffins can walk away with this win, it can help lead them to taking the #1 seed in their conference, while it will also knock the Unicorns down and make it a little bit easier for another team to slip into a wild card spot.
Yeah, and on the flip side, if the Unicorns pull this out, they put themselves right and even with the Griffins and a couple other teams that are sitting at 6 wins, and it becomes a very, very tight race for that #1 seed.
Yeah, these unicorns are nothing to be trifled with. They've taken down the likes of the legendary and infamous Bondo from the Eagles. They've taken down the Owls, I believe. They've pretty much taken down just about every single Courage conference team here in Adept. So this is definitely going to be a little bit of a steep hill for the Griffins to climb, but they are sending out the big guns. They got Cyprock and Go on Ganja right now. What do you
Ooh, they are throwing out the big guns. I like the way Siprock plays a lot. I like his play style. I think it's a very solid play style. He's very consistent, and that's really important in this league, in being consistent.
I couldn't agree more, but enough chit chat. How about we get these players on the field and get this series
Yeah,
underway?
these guys are raring to go.
Oh yeah, I'm really excited for this match right now. We have Rippin and Go on Ganja off for the kickoff. Oh, a little bit of a misplay or maybe an intentional kickoff strategy coming out from the Griffins as Cyprock looks to make contact but fails to do so. Sir Chaka's gonna have a free shot on net. Go on Ganja is able to send it to safety. Rippin looking to get some interruption, slow down the play so Sir Chaka can get some time on the ball, look to take it downfield.
No,
He's
the
got some
bang.
time.
Throwing some pressure on him. I like it.
Siprock looking to bring on some pressure of his own, but unable to get a second touch there. Sir Chaka's going to take his time. He's got a 1v1. Go on Ganja, able to get in the way, and Rippin is going to take advantage of the time and space that Go on Ganja provided. Now Cyprock taking it down the field. This is going to be a Griffin's offensive opportunity, but Cyprock backs off. Sir Chaka, a little bit of back and forth. Are the Griffins going to be able to capitalize here? Unicorns a little bit in an awkward position here.
What a bump.
Now it's been a little bit of back and forth action. Both teams have had a little bit of opportunities. What are your thoughts so far, Patty?
I'm thinking they're banging away a lot of possessions or missing touches that if they just take their time with, I think the game would be a lot different in either team's favor. Really. If they just take their time on these dribbles right here, like that. That was a great flick right there. Moved it out and maybe even a potential shot, but no, his teammate Cyprock wasn't there.
Yeah, Cyprock may be playing a little bit safe, but this time looking to lead an offensive push for the Griffins. Turns around, gets a good challenge against Sir Chaka, but Sir Chaka able to turn around for it. Let's go. Ganja wasn't ready. Sir Chaka still on the ball, looking for a second touch possibly, but Ganja gets in the way. Rippin with a weak shot on the net that allows Cyprock to take it down the field. Go on Ganja looking for possession here. He's going to get a soft touch. Rippin with a shot, and it's just a little bit wide. We're still tied up.
Ooh, what a demo.
Oh my, it looks like both these teams are trying to get a little bit of a footing here in this game one. Definitely feels like a feeler match, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it feels like they're feeling each other out right now, and it's exciting because they're starting to pick it up, starting to get a little more speed with their plays, a little fancier.
Sir Chaka maybe to try and prove that he's too goated on the sticks. not the only goat on the field. As he lays another shot onto the Griffins' goal, but it hits crossbar, unfortunately for him. Oh my. Griffins getting away with a little bit of murder here. They're kind of being put in these awkward spots, but the Unicorns unable to capitalize just yet as Sir Chaka winding up for another opportunity, and shot gets the pinch off the ceiling, but nothing threatening there. Cyprock was able to turn it away. Another opportunity here potentially, but Go Unganja gets in the way. Sir Chaka with a quick shot. Go Unganja is able to defend it. Go Unganja looking to clear it out, but Rippin gets to the ball first. Cyprock.
The Unicorns just got some important boost grabs right there on the side. Cyprock's going to be awkward for a little while. But no matter, Goat says, I got this.
I'm really liking this aggressiveness coming out from Go Unganja, realizing when Cyprock is maybe back, maybe in a little bit of an awkward spot. Oh my, and speaking of the man himself,
he's there for it.
Waiting patiently for the Cyprock pass and able to fully capitalize on the Unicorns not being in position to get the save there. The Griffins lead by 1 with about a minute left. Go Unganja with possession.
Ooh, got the challenge. It's a good touch out of Cyprock. 2 of them. The double maybe?
Oh my head. Very close. Oh!
What a pump.
Rippin with an opportunity here. Can he put it on target? Oh! Oh my.
That's unfortunate. You really hate to see it.
It looks like Rippin actually missed the shot here, hitting the post, and Go Unganja's panicking to get back and potentially get a save, but actually ends up own goaling and tying up this game here with about 38 seconds left. Let's see. Now, Patty, if I were to ask you, who do you think might come out on top here in this game 1?
I think the Unicorns are going to pull this first one out. They've been putting the Griffins in a lot of awkward spots and putting a lot of offensive pressure on, just like what just happened. Rippin throwing a banger on the net.
Yeah, I think this was, Sir Chaka right there, looking for the bump on Cyprock. Maybe he felt like he needed to get there he needed to speed up to try to get the block there because of the incoming threat. And Unicorns were able to take full advantage of that, and Unicorns with the winning kickoff right here. Rippin looking to gain possession, gets a 50 off. A little dangerous, but Sir Chaka's not gonna budge. Go Unganja looking
Brick wall. Oh, what a bang. Maybe one more. Oh, what a kill from Sir Chaka to close that one out for the Unicorns. And that aggressiveness paid off with 20 seconds left. Or the Griffins scoring a second banger of the game.
Yeah, and it really looked like for a while the Griffins had a bit of control here in this game 1, and they were definitely putting a lot of pressure here against the Unicorns. But then it seemed there, like towards like the last minute mark, the Unicorns kind of just turned it on and started scoring, started taking control of this game. Now, what do
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do the Griffins have to do if they want to bounce back here going into game 2?
I think the Griffins need to get a little more aggressive with their defensive pushes. Maybe go for a defensive bump here and there when they get the opportunity. Just try to make the Unicorns awkward when they get into those grooves of just getting shot after shot after shot and just applying all that pressure, making the Griffins awkward. They need to get out of that rhythm, because when the Unicorns are in that rhythm, it's almost unstoppable.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I really like that aggressiveness coming out from Go Unganja earlier in game 1. Let's see if we can see a little bit more of that. Maybe he can get some of those bumps and demos like you were talking about.
Absolutely, I'm excited for it. So get into game 2.
Yeah, game 2 kicking off right here. Cyprock And Sir Chaka off the kickoff. Go Nganja looking to win a 50, and he wins it. Looking into the Unicorns corner.
Oh, and he grabbed all the boost. Said none for you guys. And finished it off.
And Sir Chaka with an unfortunate miss there, and Go Nganja is going to turn that one in every single day. Griffins lead with about 4 minutes and 50 seconds left here in Game 2.
That's a great start to Game 2 for the Griffins.
Absolutely, it's that momentum shift that they'll probably be looking forward. Maybe carry it on here. Go Nganja! Oh my.
Showing everybody here why the other key is the GOAT. Go Nganja with a good beat on two people is a good first control touch.
Definitely putting some meaning to his name right there. Wow. And especially pretty impressive considering that I believe Go Nganja is the lower Sal on this duo here for the Griffins.
Yeah, he's a good player for being lower Sal. I never would have guessed that. I don't currently have the players' salaries pulled up. Oh, what a bump. What a pass. Oh, unfortunate side flip out of rope.
Yeah, I was just thinking that was a phenomenal pass coming out from Cyberrock, and Go Nganja was about to turn in another one and get the quick Hattie. Griffin taking his time. Look like Griffins are gonna walk away with some possession here. Sir Chaka looking to cause a little bit of disruption. Griffin waiting for the shot opportunity. Go! Oh my.
That was a great pass. Oh, I thought he hit it. That was a great shot out of Griffin. Good read off the corner.
Now I just saw Go Nganja there in the net, and I don't know why, but it looked like he drove out a net, and Ripon was able to put a free shot on a net. Able to cut this lead by 1. Go Nganja. Clear down the field. So Chaka waiting for a touch, looking to center, or maybe take the shot himself. But Cyberrock wins the 50. Go Nganja looking to take possession, but hits a little bit of a whiff, just some adept action here at play. Sir Chaka.
Caught a little bit of Cyberrock's wheels on the way through.
Oh, nice. Second touch. What?
Ooh! Almost got scored on there.
Nganja able to avoid the demo, looking for a center. Gets the 50 past 1, but not past Sir Chaka. Cyberrock looking to keep the offensive pressure going. Rippon's gonna miss a center ball. Sir Chaka looking to dump that out to Ripon.
Unicorns look like they're trying to get into a rhythm here.
Sir Chaka's gonna have a free net to shoot at after the miss from Goat, I think here. Or was that
touched up a little bit to go for the challenge. You got it banged over him. It was a nice pass off the back wall.
And it seems like this keeps happening where the Griffins, a nice little fake kickoff there, straight to Go Nganja, looking for a second touch. But it very much so. I'm
Good
sorry?
Save. Go ahead. Said Cyprock got a good fake challenge there. And a good save. Followed up. Maybe a little flick action.
Looking for a center pass, but Go Nganja isn't ready. Rippon's gonna let one rip down the field. Sir Chaka looking to center the ball here for Ripon. Both Griffins are up, and
what a
both
dunk!
Griffins get dunked. Oh my word!
Out of nowhere. Bang! What a dunk. I don't even know what to say. That was goated.
What a shot from Ripon, just proving that he is indeed ripped. He's willing to 50 it past both Griffins players to give the Unicorns the lead here in Game 2. Cyberrock.
Griffin's got to do something to take this momentum back. That's 3 unanswered from the Unicorns now.
Oh yeah, they started off with the momentum, but it slowly slipped away, so they definitely need to get a score a goal here, and this might be the opportunity, but Go on Ganja unable to make contact. That's going to be a counterattack opportunity for the Unicorns. Rippin looking for the fade, but Go on Ganja doesn't bite. Rippin with an opportunity here.
And the Griffins with some pressure.
Looks like the Griffins maybe low on boost, but Cyprock able to collect some boost, looking to clear this ball out. Oh no!
An unfortunate 50.
Yeah, it looks like Go on Ganja definitely didn't see that one coming. He was already starting to push out of net, expecting the 50 to go a little bit more favorable in the Griffins' way. And it seems like the Unicorns are starting to push forward with momentum and drive this lead further and further away from the Griffins. But there still is plenty of time. If you're the Griffins, you can definitely come back from this.
Absolutely, and that was a really good opportunity right there. Ooh, what a dribble. Might have some more, too. Let's see what Riffin does with this.
Clear Chaka. Looking for a backboard read. Gets the backflip, unfortunately. Rippin. Go on Ganjan looking to clear it down the field. Looking for a second touch, maybe. But gets a weak touch here. Cyprock's still going to have an opportunity. Oh, just hits the post.
And a bang from Riffin over both of them. The punishment for committing at the end of the game.
Yeah,
The Griffins, you got to be aggressive there, but this might be a little bit of a moral deflator here at the end of the game. Hopefully they can pick it up. Get one coming out. Get some more confidence going into game 3.
Absolutely. So even if you're not winning the game with that one extra goal, sometimes it's good to just go into the next game with some confidence, some momentum.
And Go Alonso almost hitting a banger right there as we're talking about it. Ooh, here it is. Oh, maybe another. Ball staying up. It's still up. Oh. And game 2 going to the Unicorns. We'll now go up 2-0 in the series. And any predictions for the series, Debbie? How do you think the rest of this is going to go?
I think the Griffins bounce back and take at least one more game here against the Unicorns and extend the series at least to 4 games. You know, I would love to see a game 5, as always, especially with such a tight playoff race going on right now. But
yeah, I mean, the Griffins sitting in a really good spot. You'd think they definitely want to pull this one out. The Unicorns making them look silly right now. They got a lot of shots. It's 13 shots from Riffin and Serchaka that game. Oh, excuse me. From Riffin and Serchaka that game, 13 shots. That's a lot of offensive pressure, and I would love to see the Griffins win another one, but they need to change up the way they're playing because the Unicorns really slapped them around that game.
yeah, and it's twice now that the Griffins open up the scoring for the game before the Unicorns are able to settle down and start scoring and take over the game. I'm really hoping that instead, going into this game 3, that the Griffins are able to maintain that pressure and momentum going forward so that they can stretch this series out at least just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'd love to see it go. I always love to see a series go 5 games, overtime game 5. It's the most exciting there is.
Griffins leading off with possession here off the kickoff. Cyprock looking for a center. Golden Ganja isn't going to bite just yet. This is going to lead to a Unicorn's possession. Rippin looking for a center. Serchaka's there and he just barely misses the ball. That was an opportunity for the Unicorns again to be the first to score in this game, which would be a first for them in the series. Cyprock booming it down the field where Serchaka is sitting here waiting. Cyprock looking for another 50, but Go on Ganja's gonna let one rip.
Got a good bump on Serchaka for that shot potential.
Yeah, it looks like Rippin looking for his own bump, but instead Serchaka's gonna find himself demoed with an open net opportunity for Gohan Ganja, but Rippin gets in the way. Still an opportunity. Cyberrock able to still get a center out, but unfortunately Gohan Ganja was demoed, so he wasn't ready there at the center field. He's gonna take possession and the boost here, looking to set things up, maybe here for Griffin's possession, but Rippin was
Griffins
able
are
to get.
getting away with highway robbery the first minute and a half of this game.
And this game has me on the edge of my seat, especially when neither team has scored yet.
Yeah,
Gohan
it's a
Ganja.
lot of potential shots out of both teams, and some really good saves coming out of both of them too.
Rippin with an opportunity here. Cyberrock's gonna get in the way. Looks like Gohan Ganja's gonna look to take it down the field. He's gonna let a soft touch go.
Oh, unfortunate.
Serchaka able to take that touch from Gohan Ganja all the way down the field and past Cyberrock.
I'm not sure what happened with Cyprock there. I thought maybe he was in an awkward spot, but it didn't look like he moved at all there. Maybe he just wasn't sure how to go after that ball after it was behind him.
Maybe some kind of controller
Oh,
missing.
maybe?
Oh
What
my
banger!
gosh!
Oh, he makes up for it. He makes up for it immediately. What a clanger of a shot out of Cyprock with the ceiling double touch. Holy!
You couldn't have said it better, and coming from out of nowhere, and this is the type of play that you like to see out of your top Sal here on the Griffins, able to tie it up here in game number 3.
And in the most important game of the series so far for the Griffins, the winner go home game, number 1. So that's some big momentum shift, hopefully, for the Griffins here if they want to keep the series going.
100%, and they cannot give time and space to the Unicorns right here as they almost turn one in. Cyprock gonna look to clear this out. Rippin gets a fake challenge. Serchaka with the shot, and it's on target. The Unicorns take the lead back 2-1 with about half of the game remaining here in game number 3.
That was a great offensive play. The fake challenge from Riffin into the doink for a pass middle, and a banger of a back post shot from Serchaka. I mean, you can't ask for a better offensive play visually. It was very pleasing. And Cyprock making up for it again with a kickoff goal.
I believe this is the second kickoff goal for the Griffins here in game 3. Cyprock again the scorer for the Griffins off of the kickoff. Just able to get a quick and easy cheat, and he was able to put the nice shot on an empty net. Sorry, stumbling over my words there a bit.
You finish the open net, which is a very difficult thing in Rocket League at any rank.
And I always say those are the hardest shots to make.
Absolutely.
I think the easiest are own goals, personally.
Oh yeah, own goals are definitely the easiest shots to be scoring. Ooh, and that was an awkward play coming out of the Unicorns, but it confused the Griffins even more than it did us.
Now, if you're the
Because
Griffins,
Griffins scored a great flick off of this.
yeah, if you're the Griffins, you cannot be giving that type of space. If there's a player dribbling the ball down the field backwards, you definitely have to go for that challenge. But would you say it's safe to say that we have a little bit of a shootout going on here in Game 3? It looks like the Griffins aren't willing to go down without a fight.
Absolutely, this has been back and forth, just left and right. An absolute knuckle fest. Ooh!
Oh!
Gohan Ganja almost with the dunk for the shot, like equalize it, but not quite.
Oh,
So-
Ganja to this ball, looking to just go ahead.
No, I'll go ahead.
Oh, Rippin with the center ball. This might prove dangerous. Serchaka trying to take his time with it, but Cyprock doesn't bite, and instead he's going to go downfield with his own counterattack opportunity, and he gets the second touch off the post. We have a tie game with about a minute remaining here in Game 3.
And Cyprock, where was this Cyprock the first 2 games? This is the Cyprock that they need. The Cyprock is popping off, making sure that they stay in this game.
And that's what I love to see, a top style player coming out, showing what he's got, showing his worth here. Ripon looking,
His moves. He's moving. And Go Anganja not to be outdone yet.
Yeah, definitely no.
Speedy backward recoveries.
Ripon looking to clear it. Goten Ganja trying to get in the way, doesn't find contact, but he finds contact on Ripon, getting a demo, trying to create a little bit of more space for Siprock, but Siprock's gonna retreat a little bit before returning to a 50 that he won, and he's gonna center it here. Goten Ganja sitting there patiently. Surchaka was able to get some contact and clear it away.
Well, we're getting down to the last seconds of this game. This is gonna get exciting. These teams are going to start going for some shots that I don't think you've seen them go for most of this game.
Goten Ganja still taking it down the field. Griffins with some possession and pressure here, but the ball is going to die off of a Goten Ganja 50. We got overtime here in Game 3.
Yes, sir, and this is what we like to see. Overtime in the important games.
The ball going straight towards Cyprock. He might be able to make a little bit out of nothing here, but Unicorns are going to be able to shut that down, get it past Goten Ganja. Cyprock left in a 1v1 here. Let's see how he handles it. He's able to get a couple 50s. Goten Ganja sitting in net.
Oh, and the Unicorns close it out. That's unfortunate. Cyprock fighting for his life with those 50s, and Ripon was just a banger on the back post.
Yeah, Goten Ganja just rotating into net, being a little bit flat foot, and Ripon just lets a banger off and right behind Goten Ganja, who unfortunately couldn't get to it. And the Unicorns take down the Griffins in a sweep.
And wow. This playoff race in the Adept League just got a whole lot more exciting for this conference. A whole lot more exciting. With I think we have 4 teams sitting at 6 wins right now. The Unicorns pulling out their broomsticks for this one. They said they want that 1 seed more than anybody else. They came out, they wanted it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's going to be a little bit crazy. The Griffins going down to 5-4 now, with the Eagles sitting at 4-4 and the Dragons sitting at 4-3 right now, just looming right underneath them. This is going to prove to be quite the tight race here in this last week of our FDL season.
Absolutely. And do these guys want an interview?
Let's see if we can get some of these players in here for an interview. Just waiting on these players right now.
Beauteous. In the meantime, what did you think of that series, Debbie? Even though it was a sweep, I feel like it was a pretty exciting series myself.
Yeah, I definitely felt like there was a little bit of back and forth, especially in that last game right there, where it looked like the Griffins were pulling out all the stops to try and keep themselves alive in that game. A little bit of a shootout, like I mentioned earlier.
Absolutely, and the Unicorns were just ready for it with an answer after every opportunity for the Griffins, every shot, score. The Unicorns came back and they kept wailing on that offense, and the Griffins eventually caved in overtime.
And it looks like we have our winners here. Congratulations, Chaka and Ripon. How are you guys feeling after that win?
Right. Awesome. Beautiful.
Patty, do you want to kick things off, or do you want me to?
Yeah. What was your guys' game plan going into this game? Was there any conversation beforehand about how you guys would try and take down these Griffins, or were you guys just vibing out and ready to go play some games?
I mean, at first we were we just wanted to keep our pace, keep our speed on them. But as soon as we started playing, we were just messing around. We didn't take it too seriously, which I think honestly helped. For when they would score on us, we wouldn't get as mad. We would stay focused.
Yeah, I hope you guys stay in that flow of the game and not get in your head too much.
The have fun meta.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now after you guys pulled the broomsticks out of the closet?
I was nervous at first, but I don't know why. Every time you guys stream my games, I get a little nervous in the beginning.
A little stage fright.
Yeah, you guys are staring at me too much.
We promise
Yeah.
it's all in good fun. Just looking for some good games, and you guys definitely provided some good games.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fun.
you guys were pouring on the offense. I mean, game 2, you guys had 13 shots. I think game 1, you had 10 shots. I didn't see how many shots you had for game 3, but it was enough to pull out the win in overtime. Um, what's your guys's what do you guys think is your strength in having that offensive power?
Our chemistry.
Yeah, passing back and forth, knowing where each other are.
David, do you have any questions?
Yeah, so one of the things that I noticed going into this series was that all the way up until game 3, the Griffins would break open the scoring for each game and have a little bit of a lead before you guys responded. Was there any pressure or nerves that you guys felt about the Griffins constantly being the first ones to score?
Not at all. I didn't even realize that. I
Yeah,
never
me
look at
neither.
the scoreboard. I just play the game.
Nice. Nerves of steel. I like to hear it. Now, my next question was actually going to be about Cyprock. It looks like there in that last game, he got a hat trick. He really came alive, got a double touch on you guys. Did you guys feel even a little bit of a
I got
scary?
excited. I was ready for another Eagles game, but you know, it it was fun. He went crazy on that last game. He definitely peaked.
Yeah.
Now, before oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say there was some absolutely banging plays out of Cyprock to keep him alive. Every time you guys scored, he'd bang out something wild and score another one to tie it up. And it was just a really fun game to watch, that third game.
Definitely.
I will say that we defensively we did not play good. We usually are a lot better defensively than we played. It was honestly a bad game for us. We usually play a little bit better than that.
Oh wow. You hear that? The rest of the Adept League, that wasn't even their best. You know, watch out for these guys.
They want that number 1 seed.
And if they keep playing like that, they just might get it. Now,
That's the plan.
and before we let you guys go, you know, I know there's only 1 week left, but are you guys looking forward to maybe any other teams to play against? Maybe in the playoffs?
Gators. Yeah, both.
Dragons and who else?
Gators.
Gators. Okay. And why is that?
They're number 1. I want to be number 1.
Are we not number 1?
No, we're number 2.
Yeah, I think the Gators are sitting at 7-2 after they took a forfeit win from the Monkeys.
We're 7 and no. Are we 7? Yeah, we're 7-2.
Yeah, now you guys are 7-2.
So
So you guys do.
they
You
best
guys
not
are.
lose their they
Oh,
best not lose their next game.
I totally reversed your guys's and the Griffins records in my mind when I was talking about playoff implications before the game and during the game. My bad. My bad, stream. My bad, FTF community.
You've let us down, Patty. How dare you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, congratulations on your win, and good luck going forward into week 11 and possibly the playoffs. I've
Alright,
been
good.
Debbie.
And
This is
I've been
Patty.
Patty. Y'all, good luck this season. Good luck with the playoff run, and I hope you guys go far.
Thank you.
And the rest of you wonderful viewers, have a good night.